G'day, it's Pete here, and we're into the knockout stages of the World Championship. Now, for this, I actually wanted to go into a bit more detail for all the different ones. Till now, I've been really focusing on the Bermuda Bowl, the Open World Bridge Championships. But I've been covering the results of the women's, the seniors, and the mixed. But we'll take a bit of a deeper look into those other categories as well, now that we're in the knockouts. For starters, we'll still kick things off with the Bermuda Bowl and look at an interesting match that was between England and Switzerland. So Switzerland won the qualifying and they're playing England here. So at this first table, Brink and Driver for Switzerland, Townsend and Bakshi for England. At the other table, Zimmerman and Piedra for Switzerland and Dyke and Byrne for England. All right, so for this first one, it was a pretty routine 4 hearts that got bid to. West only has 4 points, but they do have a singleton club, so 1 heart, 2 hearts seemed relatively normal. And here, South opted for a spade lead, and the hand looks pretty routine. They won, they played a heart over, they tried a club, that failed. The opponents drew another trump. So they ruffed once, and now they tried a diamond towards the king. So pretty straightforward there, and they even had a chance for an over trick if North had the jack of spades. It wasn't to be, but 10 tricks. At the other table, though, after getting to 4 hearts, here South chose a heart lead, and it looks like this should work out pretty much the same, and it can. But there are a few complications here, or a few more other opportunities, because East-West don't know about the King of Spades finesse working yet. So here, the way the play went was they won the King of Hearts, and they went straight into diamonds. So the Ace of Diamonds was onside. They continued here, and they saw that hearts are 2-2, and that South had led a heart away from a doubleton jack, which means that it's not particularly appealing for them to be leading anything. So they cash the King of Diamonds, and at this stage they play something that looks rather unusual. They opted for the Queen of Spades, which is like, why would they do that? So that lots to the King, and then a spade back, they lost to the Jack, and they went down 1. So let's just rewind to that spot where they led the Queen of Spades out. And what do they actually know at this stage, or what are they even hoping for? So if you look at the spades position's actually really interesting in that the 10s over here and the 8s here. So they're missing the King, Jack, 9. All the hearts are also gone. The Queen of Diamonds is still out, and they can get over to the West hand once with the 7 of hearts. But neither North or South can play a diamond for fear of setting diamonds up at this stage. And I've also got this King of Clubs that's protected, that if the opponents have to lead clubs, then their King of Clubs will set up, and they could maybe throw a spade away and trump a spade or something like that. So what they're really hoping for by this Queen of Spades play is that the King of Spades is in the South hand. And what that means is if South won the King of Spades, they wouldn't be able to continue a diamond. If they play a club, it's really easy. And if they continue a spade, now East has to guess what's going on in spades. But they could guess, does South have the Jack still or the 9? If they thought South had King, Jack of Spades, it would go Queen, King, and then when a spade goes back, they could hop in with the 10. If they thought South had the 9, and then it could go Queen, they win the King, and when they lead a low spade, they play low, the Jack would come out, and the spades would be all good there. So largely what they're doing by this Queen of Spades play here is just hoping that South has King, Jack, or King, 9, and that they can actually guess, or that South wins and has to play a club or a diamond. Or there's also the option that North wins the King of Spades and also has the Jack as well. So here, when they led the King, when they return a spade here, they're just hoping North has the Jack of Spades for this play. It seemed unlikely at that stage, but why wouldn't the opponents play a club? But slight little residual chance. So again, if we drive this all the way back to the start of the hand, the leading a low heart from a doubleton jack, highlighting that South didn't really like leading from their hand, if they had the king of spades, leading from this would be even more awkward. One counterpoint to this is back in the bidding here, which South didn't make a takeout double of hearts. So if South has the king of spades and the ace of clubs, they're getting pretty close to a takeout double. So you have to weigh that up too. But I thought this was a pretty interesting one, and a queen of spades play that looks pretty unusual, but just wanted to try and talk through that. The next one here was a really interesting auction and defense at both tables. Really cool hand. So here at this table went pass, North opened 3 clubs. They got 6 clubs, weak hand, not vulnerable. Takeout double. South here bids 3 spades, and I really just want to highlight this bid here. They have 6 card club support. Why are they bidding 3 spades along the way? And this is all about trying to help partner find the correct opening lead. Okay, they know if partner supports spades, they can always go back to clubs. But they've got so many clubs that if the auction just went 3 clubs, double 5 clubs, they would be worried maybe there would be a rough and discard, or all kinds of things could happen if there was a club lead. So they really want to tell partner, yeah, I think spades are the best opening lead. So here, instead of bidding 5 clubs immediately, they bid 3 spades, which is natural. And they can always go back to 5 clubs later, even with their partner supporting spades. So here, 3 clubs double, 3 spades. West bid 4 clubs, saying, I got a good hand, let's choose something. 4-no, and it was sort of you choose over the 4 spades. I got both suits, and they chose 5 diamonds here. And now let's look at the effect of this lead directing bid. They lead the queen of spades, and now they continue with a spade, and they take the first 3 tricks. If the spade wasn't led here, East-West get 6 diamonds and 5 hearts, and they make 5 diamonds on this hand. So this is a great 3 spade bid to help partner with the lead. There's lots of opportunities that you'll see taken at the World Championship to help partner find the right lead, because leading in bridge is one of the most difficult things. Now, at the other table, it went pass, pass, East open a heart, went 2 clubs, West bid 4 clubs, a 5 clubs sacrifice, double all pass. And now it looks like East-West can collect 2 hearts and a diamond on this hand, but they have to be pretty accurate on the defense. So here, West led the king of hearts. And the real reason for leading the king of hearts here is they're expecting most likely only 1 round of hearts will stand up. And they're thinking that, oh, maybe I need to be on lead to lead something through for partner. Like, for instance, if partner had the king of spades, West would need to get a heart and then maybe lead a spade through. So they're leading the king of hearts, hopefully collecting their heart trick and working out what they need to actually lead from next. East, looking at their hand, realize that they don't have anything that they need their partner to lead, so they actually just overtake, so that partner doesn't think that, ooh, I need a spade through or anything like that. So they just take control. And now they switch to the king of diamonds, and this probably just asks for a count signal saying, do you have an even or an odd amount? Partner's 10 of diamonds here probably shows that they've got an even amount of diamonds, is my guess. Now, in the bidding, I didn't touch on this, but 1 heart, 2 clubs, 4 clubs, this would have shown a shortage in clubs. So they were highlighting a singleton or void. So here, I think East was aware that maybe diamonds were a void there, and that maybe diamonds were 6-4. But now they have to guess, is a spade caching or a heart caching or a diamond. And at this stage, they actually switched to a spade. So I think they either thought that there was no rush and nothing was going away, or that their partner had like 5 hearts and 6 diamonds. And I think part of the confusion here might have come from the opening king of hearts lead, which says like, hey, I think only 1 round's sticking up. And therefore, maybe East thought that there was only 1 heart trick available. And now when spades break 3-3 on this hand, they get to throw 1 away and actually make 5 clubs. So this is actually one of these ones which is surprisingly tricky to cash out all your tricks in the right way. One table managed to get their 3 spade tricks straight away, help with the lead directing double. The other one, I'm just trying to work out where's declare a shortage here and what can you actually do. But 11 tricks there and a handy swing to England. The next board I wanted to look at here is a choice of do you actually continue over this? So here it went 1 club, 1 spade, overcall, and it went pass, and East has 7 points. Now, if you're the responder, usually you respond with 6 or more points. If you're the partner of the overcaller, you usually want to be a little bit stronger here. It's usually like 8 to 11 points would usually be bidding a no trump here, because partner can be weaker for their overcall. So here they just elected to pass 1 spade. At the other table, though, they elected to bid 1 no trump. They do have a 5-card heart suit after all, so they thought that was worthwhile pushing on. Now, the hands, the play in 3 no trumps is amazing, but let's go back to 1 spade. And here it went heart lead, and they ducked the first heart, and then a heart continuation. And at this stage, 1 spade can be made if you play the ace or queen of spades, or even if you just start by playing a low club. Now, to me, that looks completely unnatural. Leading a low spade towards the jack just seems absolutely clear. I'm kind of surprised that Double Dummy really likes clubs. But yeah, so low spade towards the jack here seems pretty routine play. But now they actually get to trump a heart. And they get ace of diamonds, and they keep going with diamonds. And now after a club, continuing with clubs, and this 8 of spades is growing up to be an extra trick. And they've also got a club loser at this stage, so they're actually just down 1 in 1 spade. At the other table, though, in 3 no trumps, so 1 spade couldn't make on this hand. How about 3 no trumps? So here, heart lead from South, and here West hops in with the queen, and this sort of hides a little bit about what's going on in the suit here. And we get the 8 of hearts, and at this stage they continue with a low spade towards the jack, and then a nice little false card comes on this next trick. The 8 of hearts discouraging, I think there. They continue with the king of hearts because the queen's already gone, and here it goes 9, 6, and they put the 10 in here as a false card, knowing that their 10 and 7 are equal. And South couldn't read the situation and actually continues another heart, which gives them the entire heart suit here. So they actually get the ace of hearts, another heart, they pitch a club, and 1 more heart, and they actually throw a spade here, not playing for spades to be 3-3. So here they start leading a diamond up, and they get a diamond towards their king, and their partner throws the queen away, saying, hey, yeah, I've got good diamonds here. But this ace of diamonds is still tangled up. So ace of spades, queen of spades, and now when they exit a spade, South unfortunately can't get rid of their ace of diamonds to over their partner's hand. They get the ace of diamonds, and now they have to lead away from their doubleton king of clubs. So they could either lead the king and the ace queen score, or a low club, and it runs round to the queen. So 1 spade couldn't make, but 3 no came home. Really cool false card here. And remember that they can't see the East hand. East never bid hearts here, and then they false carded with the 10, making it look like their hearts were short. And yeah, brought home 3 no trumps. So pretty cool hand there. So in the first stanza, England had a fantastic round, winning 29 imps up against Switzerland. So let's take a look at a match from segment 2. This next segment, I wanted to take a look at the seniors, and here we're looking at USA 1 versus India. So at this table, north-south here for USA, east-west for India. At the other table, north-south here for India, east-west for America. So this first one, South just opened 2 hearts weak, and it went to no some sort of inquiry. 3 hearts presumably showing a good hand, and 4 hearts here. Now 4 hearts effectively loses a trick in each suit, but here West led a diamond, and this actually got ducked. And one of the reasons for this is maybe they thought their partner had led a doubleton diamond and they want to let partner still get in, and then they can play a diamond to the ace and give them a ruff. But here, they win, and they actually just try clubs, and now it just goes ace of diamonds, diamond ruff, and the spade loser goes on the long diamond here, so down one. At the other table, it was a pretty incredible bid. So it went 2 hearts past 3 hearts, pass, and West backed back in with just a 4-card spade suit. So this is like pretty cool bidding. Here, it's hard to come up with why they would do that, but when it goes 2 hearts past 3 hearts, usually what's happening here is the law of total tricks, which says, partner, I've got, 9 trumps. Let's just take away space from the opponents. So from West's point of view, they're pretty sure their partner's got a shortage in hearts, but not a good hand, like not good enough to try and come in and do anything. Now, if partner's got a singleton, they probably have a good spot in either spades or clubs. They didn't want to try a double here because if partner bids 4 diamonds, this will be a bit of a disaster. But if they find a 4-4 spade fit or even a 4-3 spade fit, it could probably be okay. So they tried 3 spades, and even though West wasn't good enough to overcall 2 spades, West is like, I've got a really good hand for you. And the singleton heart and the singleton diamond opposite the ace meant that this hand played really well. They even misguessed clubs and still made the contract. So it went heart, queen of clubs shift. They won, started drawing trumps. They won the ace of diamonds, drew another round of trumps over there, and then led a club. And that was 10 tricks and a vulnerable game. So pretty cool bid there from West, and won a game swing out of it. The next one was about slam bidding. Here, South opened 2 clubs, which looks like precision 2, or like 11 to 15 points, 5 or more clubs. And if it's only got 5 clubs, it's got a 4-card major. And North showed spades. And here, South's 4 heart bid shows a singleton or void heart. And here, North was like, ooh, singleton heart, great news. We've got no heart losers. Partner's got some good cards. And they took a pushy bid to 6 spades. And here, the ace queen of spades is offside, so not so well. It's worth noting here that bidding for no trumps, not that relevant because you've got a void, so won't really help you stay out of the slam. So they took an optimistic approach here, which got them to a poor slam. The other table, it went 1 club past 1 spade, and East got in there and bid 1 no trump anyway, and South still jumped to 4 spades. And here, one of the reasons for this is they've got 14 high card points and a singleton heart, so having some good shape is useful. But also, when the opponents overcall no trumps, you know that they've got a stopper, and you can locate the high card points really well. So that's like knowing where the points are is very helpful for declaring. But if East had to finesse, if they had to finesse diamonds or clubs, they know the finesses are going to work. So that's why it looks like they took this optimistic approach here and jumped to 4 spades. But North, with quite a good hand, not interested in looking for slam with a 1 no trump overcall there, and actually just stop in 4 spades for a good swing back to USA. The last board I wanted to talk about is a grand slam that was able to be bid. So here, a spade, 2 hearts, 2 spades. This just looks like it's a waiting bid. 3 spades, agreeing spades and slam try. 3 no trumps usually here is either sort of saying I'm interested or not. And then they started moving into Q bidding. So it went 4 clubs Q bid. And then it went double, and North passed to find out more information. South showed diamonds, and North cooperated with hearts. They keycarded. They found out they got all the key cards. They bid 5 no trumps, and North probably showed the king of hearts, but South elected to leave it there in 6 spades. At the other table, it was pretty similar. There was no double in there, but they elected to jump to 7 spades here. And if you can see that you've got 5 spade tricks, 3 diamonds, and a club. If you can get 4 winners out of hearts, then you've got your 13 tricks there. So playing, if you find out about the King of Hearts, I think there's a relatively decent chance for 7 here. So here, King of Hearts, heart to the ace, and then just trying to trump a heart or something would be good enough. Having 4 diamonds to the jack here is really good and helps it out as well. But yeah, that was a grand slam swing. So here, it was an absolute tie. USA won and India scoring 27 a pop. And very, very close at this stage. Let's now look at a match from segment number 3. Okay, and into the third segment. Here I wanted to look at a match from the women's field. We have Turkey versus USA 2. Now, this first board, Turkey was going into this match. They're already lead of about 50 imps. And this board, I think they got a bit fortunate as well. Really not what USA needed to sort of come back into this match. So here it went a spade, 2 no trumps, Jacoby. Looks like they showed a shortage. And at this stage, they actually bid a grand slam, but they're missing the queen of trumps. So this is usually not advisable, but the queen falls in this round, so it actually makes. And I reckon it came from this bid here. I think South accidentally showed the queen of spades because it looks like they've shown a shortage and then they were doing some cue bidding and then they asked for key cards, maybe showed 1, and they said, do you have the queen of trumps? And this 6 heart bid looks like South was trying to say, yes, I do. So South might have thought they had a 10 card fit for some reason, in which case they would. But they actually just bid a grand slam here, which I think they were a bit fortunate to make. But sometimes luck just keeps going your way when you're ahead. At the other table, pretty similar, showed a club shortage. They bid key card. They showed their 4 key cards. They said, do you have the queen? And they bid 5 hearts saying no. And then they bid 6 spades. So went well for Turkey there. Sometimes you got to cash in on your luck. At the next board I wanted to talk about here, East-West tried for a fair bit of action here. West opened 1 diamond, North overcalled a heart, and East jumped to 3 diamonds, sort of showing a distributional raise. And West opted for 5 diamonds here, which North promptly doubled because they got a pretty good hand with lots of aces and kings. But it only went 1 down. So in the auction, I really think West was just sort of hoping that their partner would have a heart shortage. So if partner had a singleton or doubleton heart, 5 diamonds would actually play really well. And the preemptive bid probably jams South out of showing a fit when they have it most of the time anyway. And then also the thought that if the opponents are going to keep bidding, maybe you want to end up in 5 diamonds anyway. And if you bid there quickly, you probably won't get doubled. The other factor is they are coming in down 50 imps, so you do want some sort of swings here. And usually taking the more aggressive action can be a good way to generate at least some volatility that might help you come back. At the other table, they elected to open this South hand 2 spades. Then it went 2 no inquiry, and then North opted to try and show some hearts, and they ended up playing in their 5-2 spade fit here. It was sort of too hard to diagnose that they had a pretty decent club fit. Not that 5 clubs makes either. But 4 spades here, unfortunately, got doubled because West has good spades. So Turkey managed to double at both tables and pick up another healthy swing. The final board I wanted to do is illustrate some really cool card play. Both tables had identical options here. No trumps, Damon, no major, 3 no trumps, and diamond lead at both tables. So I'll go to the other table first. So here, diamond lead, and they won, and they started by leading the jack of clubs, trying to finesse there. Then they wanted to see what was going on in diamonds. They saw the bad news. North showed out here. And now they went to test spades. So another spade, spade to the ace. And now they're leading a club up, hoping that North has either the king or the 9 and that they can guess it. Hoping North had the 9 here, and that fails. Now with the diamond continuation, they're actually down 1. So this looked like a pretty straightforward way to sort of play this hand that didn't pan out. At the other table, went diamond lead and they won the ace. And here they continued a diamond and saw the bad news, but they thought that North might have some awkward discards here if they just kept going. So they exited a low diamond, and this makes North discard again. North wants to hold on to all their spades. They want to hold on to their hearts. They want to hold on to their clubs. What do they actually let go? So a club was discarded here, so they opted for a club as well. And South here continued diamonds because they can see that they can set up a diamond. But this actually just adds pressure to their partner, making the discards really, really difficult. So here, North's just mirroring the dummy because all their discards are hard. And East actually just ducks this just so that they've still got control and can play that last diamond when they want to. And now South shifts to a heart. So they duck a heart here. And North probably does best to come out the king of hearts, but they can't see this East hand. They can't see that the jack's going to fall. So they opt to try switching to a low club. And this helps pick up the club. Remember at the previous table, they had to hope that North had the queen and the nine, or the king and the queen. Here, when North leads clubs, that helps resolve that issue. So they go back to hearts. They cross over here, and now they take the final spade, final diamond. And then they go back over, see if the spades break. They don't. And now they just get to play for North to have one of the king or queen basically in clubs after their club shift. So I thought this was a really cool play, just ducking that early diamond and like making North find some awkward discards. And it was really difficult for them. And then they had to eventually shift to clubs because they didn't know that the heart was falling. So here, Turkey kept up their winning ways. They picked up another 50 imps. So they're up over 100 imps, which that's almost the nail in the coffin. Now, we are only halfway, so I would expect USA 2 to keep on playing, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was a concession sort of maybe after round 5, segment 5 tomorrow, if USA isn't able to claw back some of this lead. So Turkey's done really well. If they can maintain this over the next match or two, they don't really need to try and do too much. They just need to try and hold their lead. They've got an extremely good chance of making it into the semifinals. So let's check out the results from all the knockouts. So here in the Bermuda Bowl, the Open, England is having a small lead over Switzerland after the halfway mark, up by 6. USA 1 down just a little bit to Hungary, 11 imps there. USA 2 down to Norway by 17 imps. And Netherlands, Italy, complete tie. So all of these matches very close. So we'll have lots more action from here tomorrow. Then also in the seniors, USA 1 leading just a little bit over India. France versus Sweden. France has another really big lead over Sweden. So France in the seniors is very likely to progress through to the semi-finals. Poland with 23 imps over Bulgaria, and Denmark with 29 imps over USA. Then into the women's, Poland, who was absolutely dominating the qualifying, is just up by 3 over Denmark. Then we've got Sweden up 30 over Italy, Turkey up 102 over USA 2, and England down 18 over France. And England was also doing quite well in the qualifying. So the two front runners in the women's field having close or tough matches at the halfway mark. And then into the mixed, the Wuhan Cup. France is up 7. Belgium is up 8 over Germany. Poland is up 11 over Italy. And USA 1, solid lead, up 32 over Latvia. So they're the results from halfway through the quarterfinals of the World Bridge Champions. Thanks all for watching, and we'll see you next time.